Hi everyone, it's Becca from Scratch Magazine here. I hope you're all having an absolutely great day. Now, the weather here with me might be a bit miserable, I'm not sure about you, but today I'm very excited to be thinking all about spring thanks to Gelish. Now, the brand have already provided us with lots of lovely spring nail inspo. As you may have seen, our March issue cover and the nail design came courtesy of them, and I wrote the cover story about how the nail was created, all about the photo shoot day, and all the spring trends they predict in the nail world. So if you'd like to read this and you haven't already, please head to scratchmagazine.co.uk/store to purchase a copy. But today we're going to be joined by Gelish Master Educator Amy Martin, and she's going to be showcasing Gelish's spring nail colour collection, the Pure Beauty collection. Some absolutely gorgeous shades, and she's going to be using them to create some lovely spring-friendly nail art. So really excited to see that and see the colours in person. And I'll add her in now. And of course, if you can't watch this whole live, but you'd like to, then this will be available after on Instagram TV, our website and YouTube. Just me. It's hopefully any second now. Can get started. Hello.
Hello, good morning or afternoon. It's not the morning, is it? It's afternoon.
Lovely to see you.
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good. Oh, your setup looks amazing, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I'm just going to flip this camera around. Can you hear me okay? I think sometimes the Wi-Fi goes a bit funny in the salon.
Oh no, you sound great. You sound great.
Okay, perfect.
So really excited to see the Pure Beauty collection today. So can you tell us first a bit about what you're going to be showing us today?
Of course. So today I'm going to be painting a nice little spring frog. But I'm actually going to be doing the design over an ombre using our Gelish dip ombre. And the colours that I'm going to be using in the dip actually match the Gelish shades of the new collection.
Oh, amazing. That's cool. Well, I'll get started and everyone can focus on the live.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, take it away.
So here is the new collection. I've got them on some tips already. So the colours that I'm going to be using today is Test the Waters, Leave It All Behind, Bed of Petals, and these numbers are 486, 482, and 483. So I've already got a tip here using Pretty Simple from the collection. This is the number 487. And what I want to do is I want to create a nice ombre background for doing my design over the top. So I'm actually going to be using this with our Gelish Dip Ombre Coat. And what we want to do is we want to apply this, a nice thin coat of this over the entire nail plate.
I already love that colour so much. It's so nice.
It's so pretty. I love it. It's like a really nice pale pink nude. It's been really popular in the salon. So what we want to make sure when we're applying the dip ombre coat is that we're making sure that we're reaching both the side walls. And I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but when you first apply it, you get little brush strokes through. So you want to leave that sitting on the nail plate just for a few seconds before you cure it in the lap. This just ensures that it goes nice and smooth and ready to be dipped. So a little bit on the side here. Perfect. Now I'm just going to stand up so I can make sure that I'm putting this on for 30 seconds. There we go. And then while that's curing, I'll show you the dip powder that I'm going to be using. So our dip powders actually match the Gelish shades and also the Morgan Taylor shades. So if you use just normal lacquer, or if you use dip powder or gel polish, you can have the same shades throughout the whole systems. So that's been curing for 30 seconds. Now, what we want to do before we dip is we want to, I'm really sorry, this is going to be quite loud. So what I'm doing when I hit this down is that I'm compressing the powder so that it's the perfect for dipping in.
That colour is just so nice.
It's lovely, isn't it? And then what we do is that we're going to gradually and slowly dip this in, and it'll start to pick up the pigment. It might not pick up on camera because it's quite subtle, but what you do is you get deeper and deeper and working really, really slowly. And as you see it, the colour starting to build up towards the tip.
Oh wow, that looks great.
It's really effective. And then what we do is we then wait for a little moment just to let that sit before we brush over. And then grabbing my little brush, I'm just going to gently wipe that down, and you'll leave the pigment over the top. So it's so quick and effective.
Wow.
One thing to note as well is when you are doing this at home, the only dip powders that work really well is the cream ones. So this unfortunately doesn't work as well with some of the shimmers, so it has to be a pure cream colour. And then what we would do once we've dusted over that, we would then pop it in the lamp for 30 seconds. But I've saved us watching all of that, and I've already went ahead and did one on the tip, so you don't have to sit and watch it curing. And I also did one before, just with another two colours, our new blue and our new green, and I finished it with a nice shimmery top coat.
Wow, that looks stunning.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to cleanse over this. So I've just did the same dip as you just seen, but I've finished it with a layer of matte dip off. So I'm going to cleanse over here. There we go.
Wow.
And I'm going to start off my design using my lovely new dovetails. They're nice and clean because I just got them at the weekend.
Oh, I bet that's such a nice feeling.
Yes, it is. I'm not sure how clean they're going to be staying, but they're clean for now. So I'm just picking up this shade Leave It All Behind, and I'm just going to roughly start building the shape of my frog. So I'm going to start about here, and I'm just going to create his wee head.
I love the idea of a frog. I think that's so cute.
Yeah, so I couldn't decide what to do, and I thought it'd be quite nice to do something a little bit different. And when I seen this new green, I thought that'd be the perfect shade for doing the frog.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like these shades are so versatile. They're like great.
Yeah, I think it's one of those collections that there's a colour for every client. And surprisingly, like, most of my clients have actually went for the green too, which has been really nice.
Oh, have they? That's good.
Yeah.
Because greens, I feel like greens either a love it or hate it sort of colour for nails.
Yes, it is, isn't it? But it's a really, really nice shade. It's nice and vibrant, but it's also quite pastel-y too, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Okay. So I'm quite happy with that. And then I have to do a little rim for his eyes. So I'm just taking the same down tool, and I'm just going to come up a little bit and pop his wee eyes in here.
Okay.
Like so.
Frog shape.
Yeah. It just all kind of comes together, doesn't it? So I'm just going to pop this in my 18G lamp. And while that's curing, I'm just going to quickly talk about this new dip powder that we've got, because it is a dip powder, but as you see, it also says dip and brush. Now this is actually brand new, and it has got it's got activated colour dip powder in it, so we can actually use this in conjunction with our monomer, and you can actually use this as a acrylic powder as well. So it's a really good versatile product. And you can build a full nail with it. You don't have to cap with it, and you can build a good acrylic. You can also do some nice design work as well with it. So I love this new product.
I love how that is. That's fab.
Okay. So he's finished curing, and I'm just going to take one of my smaller dotting tools. So I'm just going to grab this one, and I'm going to take the new color, the new blue color, and it's called Test the Waters. And I'm just going to do some little polka dots all over his head, just to add a little bit of a design on here. The spots are coming through on camera or not.
No, I can see him, don't worry.
I'm just going to randomly dot them about everywhere. Right, so now, to save me having to go in and fully cure this, I'm actually going to use my touch LED lamp. I'll show you it here. And this is our lamp that we use for doing our soft gel tips, but I actually love using this for nail art because you can just tap it on and hold it underneath, and it saves you having to fully cure it in the lamp.
Wow, that's so handy.
I love using it for clients because I hate when you paint a full design on a nail and then they hit it when it goes into the lamp, so I always flash cure as I go.
Yeah. Safety.
Yeah, safety. There we are. So now his little polka dots are cured, I'm going to grab some of my art foam gel. Now this is our art foam gel that we use for painting our designs. It's very pigmented and it's really, really good for doing design work. I also love as well that it's got a little ledge in it, so you can just pull up a colour and pop it on here, and you don't have to use a separate dish.
Yeah.
So this is when it all kind of starts coming together and you can start to see the vision.
I feel like it's not like, it's simple, but it's so effective, isn't it? It looks like you've done loads, and it's just with that ombre, it just looks amazing.
Thank you. So I'm just going to do one eye here. And another one right in this little pocket.
Oh,
It's so cute.
he's so cute. Never thought I'd say it, but I want a frog on my nails now.
I know, me too. I'm just going to quickly flash cure this again. You could do all like this all in one go if you want, but I'm just going to flash cure as I go, just in case I knock into it.
Yeah.
There we are. And then grabbing my striper brush, I'm just going to paint them off.
So what do you think your favourite colour from the Pure Beauty collection is then, Amy?
Oh, that's a tough question. Do you know, I really love the new blue, Test the Waters.
Yeah.
I think because it's a really nice, like, denim-y blue, almost.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I really like that one. Here's a small. And then I'm just going to use our colour Bed of Petals, which is our nice new pink. And I'm just going to put some little rosy cheeks on him. There we go. And I'm going to pop that in to fully cure. for 30 seconds. Hopefully, if I've touched the right button. Now I'll tidy this up for him.
And so how long have you been an educator for Gelish then?
So I've been an educator for Gelish. It's been 2 years I've done educating.
Oh, wow.
And then previously I was a brand ambassador for the Georgia Smedley group.
Yeah.
So I've educated for 2 years, and I think I was a brand ambassador for maybe 2 or 3 years before that.
Wow.
But I've been using Gelish previously in the salon for about, I think it's about 8 or 9 years now.
Oh.
So yeah, so I've always used. I love using the products.
The best person to talk about the brand then.
Yeah, there we go. So there's my little frog there. Now what I'm gonna do is, because I want to add a little bit of shading onto the frog and also some little highlights with using my white gel. So what I like to do is I like to paint over a matte surface. I just find that it's really nice to paint over. So I'm actually just gonna matte this off. You can really see that ombre.
It's so lovely. And I think the pink and the green actually go so well together.
Yeah, for all their really contrasting colours, I think that they work really well. And that'll go in again. And I just realised that I tidied this away, and I don't know why, because I need it.
I have just pinned a comment, but just want to say that Gelish products are available via gelishmorgantaylor.co.uk, Georgie Smedley Group, which Amy just mentioned, so gsgroupuk.com, and salon-services.com.
Perfect, thank you. There we go. That went fairly quick. I always sometimes think that the 30 or the 60 seconds can seem like a really long time.
Yeah.
When you're waiting.
You're like, just cure now.
Yeah, I know, you're having to like fill in the silence. There we go. So now that matte top coat's cured, I'm just going to sweep all over. And now you can see our focus went nice and matte.
That was so nice.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our Gelish shade Black Shadow, which is our pure black, and it's the number 830. I always say the number because if you forget the name, if you know the number, you can find the shade. So I always say both just in case. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a little bit of our matte top coat with a little bit of our black shadow and create like a shading colour.
Nice. And we have had a question actually from Nail Artistry by Lolly. She said, what is your all-time favourite Gelish product, Amy?
Oh, that's a good question. Thank you for that question. I would say probably Firecracker. It's a really, really nice, like orangey red. I love it. Although I do always just usually have black or red on my nails. I'm quite boring. I love Firecracker. So I've mixed up a little shading gel. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of this. I'm hoping this will pick up on camera because it's really subtle. And I'm just going to go around where I put the black and just add a tiny, tiny little bit of shading. And you'll see it starts to make some of the green a little bit darker. So I usually just go around the edges with this. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera. But it just makes it nice and dark.
Yeah, it stands out a little bit more. It's nice.
Yeah, it's really subtle, but it's really nice. And then don't worry if you put on a little bit too much, because you can just then grab some of the matte top coat just in clear, and then you can just brush that down like this. And it pulls down that shading.
Mm.
And then I'm going to let that sit on the nail, and I'm going to grab my dotting tool again, and I'm just going to fill in the eyes and add a little bit of highlight.
I feel like with something like this, it's easy to do as much as you want or do as little as you want, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. There we go. And I'm just going to pop that, flash cure that again. I have to apologise too, because my salon is right next to a busy main road, so you might hear some car tooting and people walking by.
And for anyone that's interested, what's your salon, Amy?
My salon is AMB Studio, and I'm based in the Scottish Borders.
Nice. Oh, he's so cute.
I always think when you pop the white in eyes, it always brings it all together.
Yeah.
And then taking a little bit of my white art gel, I'm actually just going to do some little strokes through the frog, just to add a little bit more to the design. So I'm just going to do some tiny, tiny little stripes. I think some frogs have stripes, so we'll just...
If not, this one does, and I love it, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. And then I'm just going to flash cure that under my touch LED light. There we go. So he's all been flash cured, and you can see the little stripes hopefully through.
It's so cute.
Now, I've got quite a big space here. So what I'm going to do is, using my art gel and some of our colours, I'm going to fill in the background with some daisies and some flowers.
And so is this a design you think that could be on any size of nail?
Yes, definitely. So you could do, the frog tends to be right at the tip. So as long as you've got enough room to paint the frog, this could be a really versatile design. If you've got a longer nail like this, you can then add some designs in the back. So I'm just going to start making some little petals here. Come a bit closer. What I always do as well when I'm doing petals is I start thicker at the end and then make it thinner towards the middle.
And what brushes are you using for this?
This is my gel striper brush, and I've actually tapered it, so I cut some bristles off to make it a little bit thinner.
Yeah.
I hope I've been making sense as well, because I think I'm still tired from we were so busy at Excel at the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that it was really busy.
Yeah, it was really good. It was nice to see everyone. I think the shows are definitely getting busier again.
No, you've been making perfect sense. It's been amazing.
Good.
And so did you travel all the way from Scotland just to excel?
Um, we actually had our educator training. So we had 3 days full training before the show. So I was there from I think Wednesday. Um, so we were really, really busy. And then I worked the first day of the show and then came home yesterday afternoon. So I had the afternoon off.
Oh, I hope you had a big old sleep.
Yeah, I had to stop myself from falling asleep on the train because my stop was like in the middle of the journey. So I didn't want to fall asleep and miss it. So there's one flower.
I love that.
Depending on your skill level, you could just flash cure as you go, but I'm just going to keep going and hope that I don't knock into them. So I'm just going to do one on this end.
And are there any spring nail trends that you think are going to be massive this year?
I think that we'll definitely see a lot of the mini egg nails this year.
Mm,
That seems to be a trend that always comes back. And the bunnies as well. You know those bunnies. I think I think I've got one painted somewhere. These ones. Um, these little bunnies here.
mm,
I think we'll see a lot of them coming back too.
yeah. You can't beat a little animal on your nail, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. I think the key as well when you're painting things like flowers, try not to make them too perfect because when we're painting things to do with nature, nothing is symmetrical and nothing is the perfect shape.
Yeah. And I feel like it's easy to put pressure on yourself to make it perfect when it doesn't need to be, does it?
No, definitely not. You just want to enjoy doing it. That's the main thing. And the good thing about gel is you can just wipe it off if it doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. We've just had
Um,
to say, I think pastel abstract nails will be big.
yes, I think so too. There we
We've
go.
got a gallery on our website today if anyone's interested of spring abstract nails, which you can check out.
I'm just going to add some teeny tiny ones in here. The good thing about using nail tips is that you can turn them like this. Unfortunately, we can't do that with our clients' fingers.
If only, it'd make it easier.
Yeah, definitely. With this design as well, we've kind of got 3 different designs going on at the same time. So we've got our ombre, we've got our frog, and the flowers. But you
Mm,
can also pick apart this design. You could just do your client's full hand and just have one ombre, or you could do the little frog on the end of a design, or you could add in your flowers. So for all this is one design, it's actually just made up of 3 different designs.
yeah.
So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead and flash cure, flash cure those flowers.
I think what you were saying as well then, just about it being 3 designs put together, some people look at a design and think, oh, I don't know how to do it. But if you split it apart, it's always simple, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's knowing where to start. Usually, I just kind of break up the design that I'm trying to follow and just do it section by section.
Yeah.
Some people look at a design and they break it up into shapes. So they would look at this and do a half circle and then 2 smaller circles. Um, so it just depends what works for you.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to use our new colour Malva, which is a nice purple shade. And I'm just going to use that to pop in the middle of these flowers.
Oh, that looks so nice.
I think flowers is the same when you're painting eyes. As soon as you add that little middle bit in, it
Mm,
makes a huge difference.
yeah.
Here we go. And I'm going to pop that into fully cure. Make sure everything is all the lids are on, because I'm really bad for knocking into things.
I feel like it's great to see it as well because that's been about half an hour, and that, you know what I mean, it looks like such a great design, but it hasn't taken a massive amount of time, which is good.
Yeah, thank you. I think when we're talking about doing salon designs, you really don't want a design that's going to like eat into too much of your time.
Mm.
Now you could leave it like this, but I'm actually just going to finish with a little bit of our gel called Izzy Wizzy, and that is this number. Is there a number on this bottle? The number would be 933. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this over the background. So I'm not going to paint over the frog, but I'm going to use the brush and just paint the background design.
Oh, I love that.
I love Izzy Wizzy. It goes over every single colour. I have a client who gets a different colour every time, but she always gets a layer of Izzy Wizzy over the top of it.
Oh, I bet it looks so different with different colours underneath though.
It does, it does. It's really effective over like navy because it has that little um like purpley blue tinge of glitter to it.
Yeah.
It looks a bit yellow on my brush, but that's just because of the gel. Once it's cured, that does turn clear.
Yeah.
So really cure that again.
Oh, and
And
just
then, oh, sorry.
uh, this will be available to watch later, should you want to create this design. So it'll be our Instagram TV and on our website and YouTube. Um, yeah. And if you do create this design, then please do share it with me and Amy. We'd love to see.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. You could even do a full set and do like different coloured frogs for every, you don't have to use green, you could use blue or pink or
Oh, I love that idea. Please, someone do that.
so it's like 10 different frogs on your nails.
Yes, the whole
So
frog.
yeah. So I'm going to finish off this design using our no cleanse top coat. I love this gel for finishing over designs because it really magnifies the colour.
Mm, that Izzy Wizzy just looks amazing.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Much like the ombre coat, I always just let that sit for a little bit before it goes into the lamp.
Mm.
But here is the finished design.
Oh, I love it so much.
Thank you. I'm hoping that it picks up on if it's in
Yeah,
focus.
that is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
And do you, before we go, obviously, just showing us the Pure Beauty collection again, just so everyone
Yeah,
can see
no bother.
those.
This is my favourite one.
Yeah, gorgeous. And I really like the purple actually. Really nice.
Yeah, mauve is lovely.
Mm.
It's really, really pretty. I definitely think it's one of those shades that there is something for every client.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There we go. And that is finished.
Oh,
Curing.
amazing. That looks so good. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for having me today. I really
And
enjoyed it.
oh, we've loved it. And I should say, Gelish products, the comment is pinned, but they're available via gelishmorgantaylor.co.uk, gsgroupuk.com, and salon-services.com for those that are interested. Oh, I love them both.
I know. I realised this one's slightly bigger, so it's almost um like a little family of frogs, really.
I love it. And we've also had Gelish comments saying education courses are also now available to book with Amy via our dedicated education website. So that's gelishmorgantaylor.education.
Oh, thank you.
This has been absolutely amazing. Well, thank you so, so much.
Thank you.
And as we said earlier, if you do create this design, please do share it with Scratch and with Amy. We'd love to see.
Yes, I would love to see it. Love to see it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you soon, I'm sure.
Yes, I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.